Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it is fairly early in the morning still, so I am sipping on my coffee here, and I'm actually have pulled down some of my Christmas decorations. I don't do too much because my cats are heathens and they will tear everything down. In fact, this here I've put up a little bit of garland. It won't last. So unfortunately, I don't get to decorate that well, but how about that video? Did you like it? I hope you enjoyed it. I really wanted to bring you guys some of the music. That's why I said a couple days ago I had a really special surprise. That was actually part of the surprise I had wanted to do, was put on some of the choir music and the bell music. But then I realized, oh, that's right, YouTube might give me a copyright strike. So I just added everything in, the beautiful drive, the little Christmas vacation display. How'd you like that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I drove by it. I didn't know it was there. I think I remember seeing it last year, but I literally turned around to re-record that and get that for you guys because that was just too funny. And the Amish cart, they were headed to the store. We've had very mild weather. We had a bunch of snow come in, I think last week, probably almost about 5 inches. And ever since then, we've had just super mild weather. And I mean, for Montana to stay in the 30s overnight in December is very unusual. So it's slowly been melting off and having to be careful for ice and stuff like that. In fact, I was on my walk this morning and I was kind of looking around thinking, gosh, here we are in December. I mean, and it dawned on me because I was thinking this weather's so different for December. And I'm like, this is the end of the year. Like 2025 is almost done. And I started thinking about time and how fast it goes. And I don't think any of us could disagree that time goes by so fast. And before you know it, kids are grown and you're almost 50 years old and it's Christmas time. And, why does that happen? Why does time just fly by so fast? And I came up with a little bit of my own theory on it, and I wanted to share that with you guys today. On that drive, you watch like the Amish cart, horses pulling their little buggies, and I mean, they get around, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a car. And when I say a car nowadays, I mean the zipping, and I've said it before, people drive like pissed off hornets. And I always think to myself, like, where are you going that you're in such a hurry and you have to get there? Quick, 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 fast, fast, fast. It's like hurrying up to die, right? Because the inevitability is that we're all going to die. And so we're in this mad rush. And is the rush imminent? Like, do we need to be in that rush? Or is that just how we live our lives now? You think about the AI and all the technology around us that's being built to make things quicker, faster, more, better. And do we need that speed? What is the purpose of building our lives up to be so quick and so fast and quick, quick, quick? What is the purpose of it? What do we accomplish by that, by being able to do more faster? Do we need to? Or is it like a self-driven thing where we're creating more chaos by creating that? And in that, we've also developed immediate gratification. We don't know the patience anymore of anything. And what really made me think about that was I was looking at the ground and I thought, I've always had, and it may be a thing, I've never looked into it. It's just one of those things that's popped into my head. But there's all these diets, the carnivore and the sugar and, whatever. But I wonder if there's a diet that anyone's come up with that is based around eating seasonal foods that are available for your location throughout the year. You know what I mean? Like during the summer, you'd have a plenty of tomatoes and, winter, whatever crops are seasonal, only eating that. And so I was thinking of that because it pops in my mind all the time. But I started thinking, gosh, back in the day before grocery stores, people watched the weather. They paid attention. They planned ahead. They looked at the ground constantly because they had to grow their food. That's how they were going to eat. So now that we have grocery stores, there's another thing that we don't have to be cognizant of the time and what is happening outside and the ground and the weather. We just go to the store. We don't think about how we're going to get our food grown. And my cats are being so bad right now. Anytime I change the pull out of decorations, they're like, oh, they get totally schizo. But, those things that we have adopted into our life, in a sense, have taken away time from us in the effort to give us more time. Does that make sense? We get in a car so we can go to where we're going because it's faster. So it's supposed to give us more time to do other stuff. But as time has evolved and technology has come in and created things that allow everything in our life to have more time, we don't use that time to do something like plant a garden or, go for walks instead of hopping in our car. We replace it with more things we can add more time to. And so as time goes on, we're not making more time. We're taking time away. And so I was just thinking about that today, and that, if we went back to, something set us back, what would people do? Like, how long would it take for our brains to reprogram to, oh man, I'm going to go to the, barter and trade store and I need to get this and this and this. And it takes me 2 hours to walk there because, cars are gone or there's no gas. Or, gosh, I've got to get those potatoes planted because we're going to run out of time seasonally. I guess we would still fill that time and it would be busy, but it would just be in a different way. And it just makes you wonder, like, how would people adapt to that, And also the importance of rest. Now we can our minds just keep going. They don't rest. And it's just constantly fed with, cortisol. And when it's something that physically demands, like planting a garden or walking to get to your destination, I wonder if rest will become more important. Because it sounds like back in the day, everybody took time to rest, the day of rest. But now we just fill our time with more and more and more, faster, faster, faster. And our time is gone. It's going away. That's just a crazy thing I was thinking about. This is exactly, I noticed also I'm wearing my Pink Floyd sweatshirt today, and I thought, this is why I would not make a good stoner, because I already think enough like that, on top of, having that kind of mind-induced thinking wouldn't be good. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think, why do you think time goes by so fast nowadays? Or has it always gone by fast and we're just more aware of it? I don't know. But I hope you guys are all enjoying your Sunday. I hope you enjoyed that video. One thing I wanted to mention, there's something about, I've referenced this movie a lot. Gosh, I feel like like my Pink Floyd, I'm going to talk about Wizard of Oz. For those of you that don't know, there is a correlation where you're supposed to be able to turn on, I think it's the first album of The Wall, and it correlates, or it's in sync with the movie Wizard of Oz. Never done it, but I do like Pink Floyd. But that scene where I showed you where, you open the doors into the mission, reminds me so much of that scene in The Wizard of Oz where she gets picked up in the tornado and then she lands and then she opens the door and it's in the Technicolor. That's what it's like walking into that mission. The colors are incredible and beautiful and kind of a neat thing to have right in my little town here. But anyway, you guys, happy Sunday and take care.